Mr. Speaker, this Prime Minister has gone too far. He's forcing Canadians to make an impossible choice. Gas prices in BC are skyrocketing, making families choose between buying gas or paying for groceries. The Prime Minister says that's a good thing, that Canadians should drive less. He's punishing ordinary, hardworking Canadians. Will he finally tell us how much his carbon tax will cost the average Canadian family?
Honourable Parliamentary Secretary.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. The four provinces pricing pollution, British Columbia, Alberta, Ontario and Quebec, led the country in economic growth last year, showing that the environment and the economy go hand in hand. BC put a price on carbon pollution more than a decade ago. Since 2008, BC's direct price on carbon has reduced emissions by 5 to 15%, according to experts at the University of Ottawa and Duke University. Meanwhile, provincial real GDP grew by more than 17% in the same period of time, demonstrating that action on climate change and economic growth are absolute imperatives, and they go together.
Honourable member for Abbotsford.
Well, Mr. Speaker, is the Prime Minister listening? Why won't he answer? His government is forcing Canadian families to choose between taking kids to hockey and paying their heating bills. We've seen the mess the Wynne Liberals have made in Ontario. Families unable to heat their homes and pay their mortgages. Single mothers, seniors, and Canadian families are all suffering. Meanwhile, the Prime Minister won't feel the impact of his tax hike. Why? He's got a trust fund. Why won't he tell us how much his carbon tax will cost the average Canadian family?
Honourable Parliamentary Secretary.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, as a member of Parliament from British Columbia, my honourable colleagues should know better. In British Columbia, we've had a price on carbon pollution since 2008 as a result of the leadership of Premier Campbell. The revenues associated with that were returned to families in the form of tax reductions and rebates. Low-income families in British Columbia were absolutely no worse off, and we had a price on pollution which incented good choices with respect to efficiency and drove clean economy and the development of the most robust clean technology sector in all of Canada.